Guys, it's been around 2 weeks since I last posted on the channel. Obviously, a lot has happened since then. In the last 2 weeks, it's been extremely eventful, and we've actually gone ahead and landed clients for ourselves. Me and my business partner, we're currently moving on to phase two of the system. Phase one being actually signing the client, phase two being monetizing the client, and phase three being actually scaling the client. So I kind of just wanted to come here and drop a little bit of, I guess, nuggets for those that are still stuck in phase one and are still looking to, land a client. So the two things that I noticed the most in the last couple of weeks since we started doing this business model was the fact that you have to come to terms and accept the reality that you're gonna have to send a ton of outreach. And what I mean by that is the amount of effort that it's gonna take, the amount of upfront effort that is gonna take to actually land a client is significant. In total, we sent around 500 looms. Um, we got a couple sales calls before we actually. I took 4 sales calls before, I actually landed a client, and it was a struggle for sure. One of the things that for me was the hardest, and is still I would say a part that I need to, you know, practice more is definitely the sales aspect of it. As far as outreach goes, if you've seen my Loom videos, I flow pretty decently on them, so I really don't have an issue with that. But besides the point, really the point I'm trying to make here is the fact that you have to come to reality, to terms with the fact that you're gonna have to put a ton of time into the actual outreach of this model. And whether you go through the automation route or the personalization route, which I'm completely biased towards since it worked for me, um, personalization is just a thing that does take effort. We were spending around 5+ hours creating specific personalized looms for every single creator on School, just so. And kind of like a concept that I take away from it is the fact that if I'm able to create a message with a lot of effort and a lot of upfront work for myself, then I'm able to get a creator that's as high quality as the message I'm sending. And sure, sometimes you might, you know, it's better off to do smart work than hard work. I just think personalization is extremely big and crucial at this current point, because a lot of people are just, sending like 100, 200 DMs a day, and um, yeah, they just don't establish as much trust with the creator compared to something like a Loom. So I definitely recommend the personalization route. If you're doing automations, cool. Um, but yeah, I recommend the personalization route. And I guess the second thing that I wanted to talk about is really experimentation. So a lot of people in the coming weeks, as the model obviously expands and grows and brings more attention, a lot of people are just going through Instagram DMs. It's what the I guess what the people that are talking about it are recommending is Instagram DMs. And from the jump, I realized that Instagram DMs wasn't going to be a reliable way to put a message in front of somebody, just because of, all the limitations when it came to the follower count, when it came to the invitation setting, when it came to, um, yeah, just the fact that you're not going into their primary inbox is a hurdle that you have to overcome, and it's something that it's way much harder than simply sending an email, and that's exactly what I pivoted towards. The first week we sent a ton of Instagram DMs, and then uh I don't know, 5 days, 6 days into it, whenever we had sent probably 100 DMs at that point, I told my partner, yo, let's switch into emails, and let's try it doesn't hurt to try. And that's basically what the second point is going to be, is the fact that you have to be willing to experiment and do the things that people are probably not recommending, but it doesn't hurt to try, right? So we pivoted into emails, and obviously, I mean, I didn't know a lot about emails at the time. I went through a couple master classes. I went through, um, I don't know, 2 to 3 hours worth of YouTube videos on email content, and I am building emails and stuff like that. The Loom videos, I kind of had a better idea because I had some previous experience with the Loom videos, but as far as email goes, I didn't really have a message that actually I could send to the creator and it was gonna resonate. And for that reason, you know, there was a lot of there was definitely a learning curve for sure. And at the end of the day, like that's what this whole thing is about. Entrepreneurship is just it's literally the scientific method. So you're gonna hypothesize an idea, you're gonna test it, um, observe it, and collect data feedback, and then just try it again. And that's essentially what we did. Um, we just tried emails. Nobody was trying emails at the moment, so we went ahead and tried emails. We tried a couple scripts, and we just tested. We ran the numbers. There's like a spreadsheet that I have. It's phenomenal, and it tracks all the numbers. So email view rate, Loom view rate, appointment booking rate. So that's pretty much the two nuggets that I kind of wanted to leave you guys with today. Is the fact that you're gonna have to be willing to put in a bunch of upfront work as well as experiment. Um, and I'm super happy. That we're working with the clients now. Phase two is going to be definitely a fun one for sure. The monetizing aspect of this model is something for sure that is important. And even phase three with scaling and paid ads and all that stuff, I'm sure that's going to be a struggle as well. But this is all part of the journey. It's all part of the arc, and I'm super excited to be quite honest with you guys. I'm not sure if I'm gonna continue doing daily update videos, since I have a lot of stuff to do and I don't have a ton of time. So I think I'm thinking of doing more punchy videos, like 2 to 3 value posts per week, just updating you guys on what we're kind of working on, and just a few hurdles that I'm experiencing myself and I'm able to provide value in the YouTube videos. So that's pretty much it from me. This was a longer video compared to my other usual ones, but it was just an update. Like, I hadn't been on YouTube in a while now. And yeah, if you guys are interested in learning the model, and kind of if you guys have any questions about it, you can always just hit me up on Discord. The Discord is going to be linked in the description below. And I'm looking to start hosting like master classes, like weekly calls, just to answer any questions the members may have. So you can come and go if you like, no worries about that. And if you also want to see like some smaller nuggets, on Twitter, I'm tweeting sometimes as well. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for coming along for the journey. And I'm just going to keep on, keep going at this.